Hi everyone, how you all doing today? For some of you who are new to the channel, my name is Caesar, and I started virtual wholesaling in November of 2023. And within my first 12 months, I did over $100,000 of assignment fees, closed and funded. So I'm just a regular guy here who left the 9-to-5 grind to create freedom and a legacy. And this channel is all about documenting the real journey. The good, the bad, the ugly, the wins, the struggles, and everything in between. So the main goal really is to grow together and inspire each other to action. So no excuses, just moves. So if you find my channel valuable, smash that like button, subscribe, and most importantly, leave your biggest takeaway in the comments below and or any feedback that you can give as well. I'm always here, open-minded, to grow and learn from you guys as well. And then also one other thing that I do want to mention is that instead of just watching, feel free to hop on and be part of my daily live seller calls, where you can also make calls in front of everyone. And if you don't want to do that, that's okay. You can put yourself on mute or you can turn off your video, whatever makes you comfortable. At the end of the day, it's really just more of an accountability partner, so that you can be making those phone calls. Okay. And most importantly, you'll get immediate feedback. We can also do role plays and you can ask questions, talk about objections that you come across with, your struggles, your wins, and once again, everything in between, right? So at the end of the day, let's grow together and inspire each other to action. So without further ado, let me go ahead and make some calls. All right, guys, this one is a lead that just came in from PropertyLead out of Lavernia, Texas. So let's give her a call.
Hello?
Hello, Ms. Danella?
Yes?
Yes, Danella, good afternoon. My name is Caesar, and I'm just responding to your online inquiry. Looks like you're looking to sell your property on Lost Trail Drive out in Lavernia.
Yes, I am.
Wonderful. Perfect. How much are you looking to get for it?
I need to get around 200 for it.
200?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me what you got going on over there?
It's a 4-bedroom, 2 bath. It's the double wide is on a cement foundation. I have 2 outbuildings, and it's on a 1.35 acres, I think.
Hello?
Are you there?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I lost you as well. I was like, hello. Okay, so you said something about the foundation. You got cut out when you said, what were you saying?
I'm on a cement foundation. In other words,
oh, cement foundation. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yep.
No longer a mobile home.
Yeah. So is this a mobile home? It's not a mobile home, is it?
Yeah, it's a double wide.
Oh, it's a double wide. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you also own the land as well?
Yes. It's 1.35 acres. I don't remember exactly. I sold another property and moved out here, and it just isn't what I thought it would be.
Got it. Okay. And then, are you currently living there right now? Is it vacant?
Yes, I am. Yeah, no, I'm living there right now.
You're living there right now. Okay. Gotcha. And how long have you lived there for, if you don't mind me asking?
Only for 3 years.
Oh, only for 3 years.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. If you don't,
When I moved out here, I was considering other people's opinions and preferences, and I really shouldn't have.
what was that?
I said when I moved out here, I was considering other people's opinions and preferences, and I really shouldn't have done that.
Got it. Okay. So that's why you're moving out. Just wasn't for you?
Yeah, it's bigger than I wanted.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Okay.
I got 6 kids. I got my 26th grandbaby on the way.
Oh
I
my
got a
gosh.
and I've got too much room, and they keep moving back home. And if I don't downsize, they won't quit coming back.
Yeah. That's true.
Somebody always needs a place to stay, and Nemo's always got a spare room. I mean, I downsized from 5 bedrooms to 3. I thought that would help, but no, that didn't do a whole lot of good.
Yeah.
They just doubled up.
What was your bed? I'm sorry, but what was your bed and bath count again?
4 bedrooms, 2 baths.
4 bedrooms, 2 bath.
Right, it's got the master bedroom with the master bath, and then of course there's the.
Got it. Do you know what year built it was on? Hello? Uh-oh. Janella, you there?
Hello.
Hey, Danella, it's Caesar again. I lost you there.
I'm sorry, we've had real spotty service. Well, for 2 days we didn't have any. It's just barely coming back today, so I apologize for that.
No worries at all. No worries at all.
I'm kind of rural.
Yeah, I know. I could tell. I know exactly where you guys are. Okay, gotcha. All right, give me 1 second. I had this thing up and running, so let me pull this up. Gotcha. Okay. So okay, so you're looking to get out of there. You've lived there for 3 years, but you said you're looking to get out of there.
Yeah, I want to downsize.
You want to downsize, you're saying.
Yeah. My intention is to sell this place and just buy another place cash outright, because I own this green clip. So I'm not looking to take on any payments at this point in my life, you know.
Got it. How much do you owe still? Do you owe any money to it, or?
I don't owe anything. That's why I said I'm free and clear.
Oh, you're free and clear. I'm sorry. Yeah. You're cutting in and out. So I thought you owed something. Okay. So you're free and clear on this one. And then you want to sell this, and then are you moving out of town, or what's your plan, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't know exactly. If it would have been up to me, I'd be living out near Crockett, Texas, someplace already. But
Got it.
I don't know, the kids are kind of pulling me back this direction, so I'll probably stay somewhere around this vicinity, probably a little bit closer to the Sabine Braunfels area.
Yeah, gotcha. And I know, and you said you've lived there for 3 years now, and you're still there. I mean, what's the ideal solution for you? Like, what's your timeline? What would you like to accomplish? Just so that way I can figure out what would be the best.
Most extended timeline would be about a year at top. 6 months is on the good side. Doesn't would take me that long to get the kids out of here and get them someplace.
Oh, okay. So you're saying if we do move forward on this, you don't want to close on this for another 6?
Well, 3 to 6 months. Yeah, I have to give the kids time to find them someplace and get in. I've got 2 adult children with their families living with me right now.
Got it. Okay, so if you have 3 months, I mean, usually when I do buy houses, I don't like to go a little bit over 3 months. 3 months usually, even 3 months, I'm a little afraid of, just because, as you know, market changes, right? And so if I'm looking at comps right now, I mean, those comps can change, 3 months from today, right? I mean, 3 months today, I may be overpriced, or 3 months today, I may be underpriced, and now I can offer you more. You know what I mean? I I mean, I would.
I sure do. I understand that.
I mean, I'd love to make a deal with you, but I just want to make sure. That's why I asked that question, just to see
Yeah.
where your head is at. I mean, I guess my question to you is, when I say your ideal solution, is it something where you want to find a buyer now that's ready to rock and roll 3 months from today, or are you more of you just want to see what offers you get out there? Like where's your head at, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I'm not wanting to sell under 2 because I gave 2.25 for it.
Oh, you gave 2.25 for it?
Yeah. So I figure 2. That's taking. I'll take my losses as it comes, but I'm not going to cut my own stuff either.
Yeah. Now I noticed online, I see some pictures on here. I'm assuming these are the pictures that when you bought the property.
Probably.
Does it
still have a for sale sign in front of it?
Let me double check.
Does the house across the street have a fence?
No, I can't see the one across the street, but it has a white Jeep, a 4-door Jeep,
Okay,
I think.
that's not one of our vehicles. So.
Okay, so this is probably
a champagne colored one. It might show white on it.
Got it. Okay.
A champagne colored Bronco.
No Bronco. Yeah, so this is probably when you bought the property. Does it still look the same? I mean, I know you've only been there for 3 years, but a lot of things can happen in 3 years,
Right. Well, since then, I've added a front porch to it. Well, we're in the process. We've got the awning up, and I'm having a guy build me a porch with a walkway. You see, there's a little hill right in the front of the house. It makes a dip down where you have to come up steps into the front door. And it's real awkward. So I'm having them build me a little deck porch out there. He's already got the platform built and stuff. He's going to come put it up this week. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's doing that, and he's going to put a little walkway out to the rise where I like to park my cars in front instead of down the hill in the driveway, because I'm slightly mobility impaired, and it's much easier for me to get in and out 4 steps than it is up a dozen on the back porch. So, we're having that porch put on. I've got another outbuilding. I've added another shed. So there are 2 sheds out here. Other than that, I've taken out a couple of trees, but for the most part, it's still the same.
Yeah, I got you. And how's the
trees that come out will come out anyway.
How's the roof? Any holes in the wall or anything like that at all?
The roof was 6 years old when I moved in. Okay, there's no holes. It's all sound, structurally sound. And I just redid the septic last summer. That's got all new ley line and everything. And then we put that gravel-less ley line out there, so we don't have to worry about tree roots breaking the lines and clogging them, which is what caused our problem that we fixed. But other than that, we haven't had any major repairs. Everything's been structurally sound and functioning. The kitchen and cabinets could use a little work. I mean, they're all intact and all of that, but it is an older mobile home, so they've got some wear on. If I had my druthers, I'd be doing.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. And you came up with a 200 because you said you bought it for 225. Did I hear you correctly earlier?
Right. Yes, ma'am. I couldn't really get into a place that I would desire to get into for less than that.
Yeah.
I don't want a little ramshackle shack somewhere squat in the middle of the city where I've got to have my breathing room, I'd rather have a huge yard and a nice little bitty one-room house than I would have a little bitty yard where I can't get outside. I have to have that. I got to get those raised and feel healthy.
Yeah, yeah. Just curious, by the way, how much do you think I can rent that place out for?
Real easy. There's a house just up the street from me. That's a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath on an acre that's renting for 1,800 because I checked it out for my son. There's one right next door to me that's a 4-bedroom that they're renting out for 22, but it's in much nicer condition.
Got it. Got it. Okay. I see.
Both of those have property with them. One's an acre and a half, and one's an acre.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I gotcha. And then just curious, and I always like to ask folks, if we were to buy that property, modernize it, make it look more 2024, how much do you think we can sell? How much do you think we can sell that property for?
If you were to spruce it up a little bit, you could get an easy 250 for it. Easy. That's just with now the flooring was new when I moved in, but they put in cheap flooring, so it's showing the wear. I'm like I said, I've had a lot of kids. I know what wear and tear is supposed to be and what it's supposed to look like and what it don't look like. So this was cheap flooring and would probably need to be replaced, at least some of it. Just because of little wear marks on the edges, nothing major, no missing parts or anything like that, just aesthetic. Other than that, and a little bit of paint touch-up, that's about all it would really need.
Yeah, and it's 1,500 square feet, right? 1,568.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The trees might need a little cleaning up because I'm only 5 foot tall, and even on a ladder, I can only be so high.
Absolutely.
I get up there with my little mini chainsaw, my little handheld chainsaw. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I think somebody just shot my dog. Hold on. Oh my God. Come here. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry. Can you call me back in a minute?
Yeah, sure.
I am so sorry.
No worries. I'll call you back in a few. Okay, bye.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So depending on the condition of the property, this might actually work. It sounds like we really don't need that much rehab. So if we do a $30,000, $39,000 rehab here, right? If you look at this thing here, this is down the street from her. It got sold for $295,000 just a few weeks ago. It's 0.89 acre. Okay, where her property is 1.5. I think we've got a pretty good deal here. Built in 1999. Hers is 1995, so we're not that far off. So my first offer here would be 180 and then come up to 190. Now she mentioned that I can sell it for 250. So let's just tell her 250, take away 25K for just want to make it as simple as possible for her for closing costs and holding costs. Right? We'll say $20,000 of rehab. I'm going to need at least $25,000 of profit. So if I go this, L3 minus L4 minus L5 minus L6. Yep, and I would be at 180,000. So $180,000 would actually make sense here. and sell this at $199. Does that make sense, guys? Now, as far as a buy and hold, obviously it's not going to hit the 1% rule, so it's not a buy and hold deal. If you do a BRRRR method, it's pretty much a free house, but this is really like a wholesale kind of deal. You can sell it for $295, put a $30,000 repair on it. All right, let's give her a call back and see.
Hello.
Hey, Danella, it's Caesar again.
Caesar, can I please call you back in about 15 minutes, please?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I'll hold for you. So go ahead and give me a call back. Thanks.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, so while we're doing this, I might as well just go ahead and add her to my CRM, take notes. But for now, like I said, depending on the condition of the property, this might actually work out for us. That's a pretty good ARV there at $295. This is also a mobile home built in 1995 or 1999. Hers was built in 1995. Just down the street from her, pretty much the same same build. Well, this one's 2,100 square feet. Hers is 1,600 square feet, but she also has 1.5 acres versus 8.89. So I'm liking this. Now the only thing is that it's a 3-month close, which I really don't like. So a lot of things can happen between now and then. But if I can get her under contract now, right, then that would be good. She also said new septic tank. Roof is 6 to 9 years old, I believe. No, 9-year-old. 9 years old. Light to medium rehab. It's $295. So ARV is $295. Reno cost is about $30K. MAO $180K. This moves at $199. It's a wholesale. Okay, so let's see the comp. This is why I like homes.com, by the way, guys. Homes.com is free, just like Zillow. But what's great about it is that even at non-disclosure states, and for some of you, if you don't know what non-disclosure states are, Texas is one of them, meaning if you go on Zillow and you look for sold houses, it will not show the price, the sold price, right? And that's why it's called non-disclosure. But for some reason, Homes is able to pull it up. So I like using it as a free comping tool. Don't necessarily need to invest in comping software tools. If you have the capital, by all means, do it. But if you're starting new and you want to keep your cost as minimum as possible, homes.com is a good way to go about it. Okay. So I actually want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on that when you have a 3 month, 6 month? Do you lock it up? Do you not lock it up? I typically do 14-day closes, anywhere from 14 to 30 day. I would do 30 day, maybe 60 days if it makes sense, meaning the tenant lives there and they need that much time. Otherwise, I'm pulling for a quick 14-day close. Everyone always asks me, well, gosh, that's so quick. You like putting that much pressure on yourself? The way I look at it is if you can move it in 30, you can move it in 14. If you can't move it in 30, you're not going to move it in 14, right? And so it's the same concept as Elon Musk. It's like, yeah, we can do this in 30 days. Like, no, you can do this in 10 days. And so I like putting a little bit of pressure on myself. My dispo team moves a lot quicker. If we have to ask for an extension, we do. And we only do that if we actually have an offer on the table versus having a 30-day close. And you're like, like I can take, my foot off the gas here. I don't have to like press on it right away. And the next thing you know, 20 days had passed and now you only have 10 days left, right? Or 2 weeks had passed. Now you only have 15 days. And then all of a sudden at the 15th day, now you have pressure. Well, that's the same amount of pressure that you would have had if you had locked it up in 14 days anyway, with a 14-day close. So that's my reasoning behind it. Plus, I like getting paid every month. And so if you do a 30-day close, you're going to have a 45, maybe 60-day time lag from opening the deal, opening title, what if there are title issues and so forth. So I like to do 14 days and that way I get paid within, 14 to 30 days, ensuring that I get paid every month. So something to think about when you guys are running your business. Obviously, whatever's best for you, do you. But just wanted to share that as far as my process goes. I've got another lead to call, but I just want to wait for her for a little bit before I do. So let me go ahead and do this here.
Hello.
Hi, Danella. It's Caesar.
Hi.
How are you? What happened? Is everything okay?
Just a little chaos and confusion, the usual.
Got it. Okay. Well, I just want to make sure you're safe and whoever it was safe. That's always the plot. That's the main thing.
Yeah, we don't know where the shot came from, but we know gunshot wound.
Oh, gunshot. Okay. But no one got hurt, right? You guys all good?
No, everybody's all good.
All right. Well, that's a plus. Okay. Nice.
It's not a dangerous neighborhood. Don't think that. We're just.
I was just gonna say, man, like I was gonna make you a pretty good number, but I don't know about now. You're not a good job. You're not doing a good job selling me on the house.
One of the neighbors just probably got him a new Bible for an early Christmas present. It was outside Target Shack.
I gotcha. No worries. So give me 1 second, all right? 1 second. Just
Okay.
add, well, I was gonna say yeah, sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. So I was looking at some of the properties in the area. I mean, your numbers are not far off. So if you don't mind, I'd like to explain to you how our process works, just so that you understand, and then I'll explain to you what I'm seeing, and then and then hopefully we can find a win-win solution for the both of us. And if not, no worries, no harm, no foul. Not every call is a deal, so I get it. So you won't get any pressure from me, okay? Um, cool. So as far as we're concerned, my business partners and I were out of Austin, and whenever we buy properties outside of Austin, we always like to partner with local investors. Okay. And the reason why we do that is because we always want to make sure we have a set of eyes on our project. It's just a good way for us to protect our investments. You know what I mean? When I buy properties, I want to make sure I can, I or a partner of mine can drive within 15 minutes and make sure the guys are doing what they need to do to get it fixed. So that being said, when we do buy houses, typically we close, as soon as title clears, so within 14 days. That being said, we can work within your timeline. So if you need 3 months, we can do 3 months. And then let's say we agree on a price, we can get an agreement today, and then we'll just have a closing date 3 months out. So in that way, you can focus on what you need to focus on, and at least you already have a buyer lined up, ready to rock and roll when you're ready to go, right? So it's just we're trying to make it as convenient as possible for you. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll buy the property as is, so you don't have to worry about anything. Now, that being said, we'll definitely do an inspection today. Well, not exactly at this moment, but you know what I mean. We'll do an inspection this month, and then we'll do another inspection, once we get closer to the closing date, right? Because at the end of the day, a lot can happen between now and 3 months from now.
Right.
So we just want to make sure that, hey, all of a sudden, if a tree falls on your roof and there's a big hole in your roof, well, I need to make sure that I'm aware of that. You know what I mean?
This is a very heavily treated problem.
What was that?
It has a lot of trees.
There you go. There you go. So we'll buy the property as is. We'll pay cash, so you don't have to worry about us being pre-approved. And then also, since we're buying this off market, I'll pay all the closing costs and no realtor fees for you. Okay, so no money out of your pocket. In other words, you don't have to write a check to sell your house. Okay. Now that being said, if we can do all that for you, give you the speed, the convenience, and I pay all the closing costs, no commission fees to you, what's the best price that you think you can do?
Man, I really don't know. I really don't know. I have to look into what current is on what I want before I can. I mean, I don't want to take too much of a loss, but I understand how things work. I'd say around 190.
190. Okay. Yeah. And like I said, I'm not that far off from you. I think your numbers are pretty dead on. So here's what I see in the neighborhood. Okay. You were right. I mean, as soon as I fix that place up, modernize it, I can probably sell it for 250. Okay, because that it's built in 1995, so I can't really compare it to the newly built. You know what I mean? So from 250, just to explain to you how the numbers work, from 250, based on your square footage, after I put all the paint, finish the flooring, anything and everything that I need to do, it's probably going to cost me anywhere from 20, maybe 30. I don't think 30 is going to, I think that's a little too much, but $20,000 is probably what I'm going to sink in there to modernize it. Right. So new kitchen, countertops, paint and everything. Right. So would you feel like that's a fair number to throw out there for you? Okay. So from 250, I have to subtract 20. Now I got to give myself a little bit of cushion because things can change and things can come up. But let's just say 20,000 for now, right? So then now I'm down to 230. And then from 230, as an investor, I have to look at my closing costs when I sell the property, because when I sell the property, I have to hire a realtor, right? And then at that point, I'm now the seller. Now I have to pay the closing costs, and I also have to pay realtor fees. So closing costs, realtor fees, and then also any costs that I have to carry between now and when I sell the property. which, as you know, if we're doing a 3-month close, that means I probably won't be able to sell that for another 6 to 9 months, right? And so that cost that I'm losing between the closing cost and the holding cost, that's about 10% of the 250. So that's another 25,000. So we're at 230 minus the 25. I'm at 205. I got to give myself a little bit of cushion. Just, when you're renovating things, and you can probably agree with me, $10,000 evaporate just like that, right?
Real quick, I just sold the house, so I know how.
You know how it goes. Exactly. So from 205, let's say I subtract 10,000 out, that's 195. And I don't even have any profit there. So just like you, I want to be as fair as possible. I'm not trying to get rich off of one deal. But if I'm going to put in $25,000 of rehab there, I need to have at least 15,000. So right now, the way I'm looking at it is, and once again, I'm going based on the numbers that you gave me, right? The 250. I think the fair price, what I can do is 180.
Okay. Let me knock that around a little bit and crunch my numbers and see what I can come up with. Is that fair enough?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. That's definitely fair. If you don't mind me asking, I mean, what's holding you back? And there's no pressure, by the way. Just wanted to know kind of what's going in your head, if you don't mind.
I want to check the market on what I can get into, because I don't want to step out of this and not be able to get into something that I'm satisfied with. So I need to check the market just a minute, just take a quick look around for a day or so, and then I'll be able to get back to you with more depth in that.
Got it. Okay. Well, let me ask you this. I mean, I'm sorry.
Can you give me that couple of days?
Oh, of course. It's your house, your decision. No problem. No problem at all. No problem at all. I guess also what I'm thinking right now is just like me, right? There's a lot of things can happen between now and 3 months from now. Market can change, or I may come back to you and going, oh gosh, I don't know if I can do that because the market's tanking and now I can only sell that house for 220 or 200, right? And then, but also
the market drops if I bought it.
That's right. And the same thing for you, right? 3 months from now, you can be like, holy crap, Caesar, the market went up and I can't find anything for 180. Now I need to be at blah, blah, blah. Right. So I guess the point that I'm trying to make is, if you're okay with a 180, I don't mind getting an agreement with you with with a 90-day close. And so in that way, I just have it in my pipeline going, okay, I'm going to buy this house at this price point. And I understand that I'm still going to do my due diligence when it gets closer to that time. Right. And so there's a chance that I may back out, but there's also a chance that you may back out because you might not find a place. So as long as we have that understanding, I'd be more than happy to get in a 90-day agreement with you at 180, and then 30 days prior to that date, then you and I can reconvene and then make sure that you do your due diligence as far as, what house you're going to buy. And then I can do my due diligence to make sure that no tree has fallen onto your house yet. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. Yeah, we could make that kind of agreement. That sounds good.
Okay. Why don't I do that? What is your email address so I can send you an agreement? So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and send that agreement over to you. Just curious, would you happen to have access to your email right now? Because I can send it over and I can go over it with you from top to bottom, so at least you know what you're looking at. I always want to make sure that people are aware what they're signing and they're comfortable and confident with it.
Put my glasses on.
Yeah. So while you're doing that, if you don't mind, just give me like 2 minutes. It should only take me 2 minutes to draft this up.
Okay.
Let me see what I can do. All right, guys. So that was a property lead that came in today at 4 o'clock. And So one call closed. Well, actually two call closed because something came up in the middle of our phone call that I had to call her back. That being said, it is a 90-day close. I'm not a big fan of it, but I'd rather have her be in agreement with me. So that way I can have it in my pipeline. I'll probably send someone out there this week or next week just to make sure we can see the current condition of the property, put it up on investor lift, and then do walkthroughs in February. So in that way we can go ahead and close that in the middle of March. So wanted to see if you have any takeaway, feedback, leave it in the comments below. The biggest takeaway that you got from this call. Hit that smash button if you find it valuable, and then also subscribe if you haven't done so. All right. So keep practicing, keep grinding, and let's grow together and inspire each other. Bye.